Today we are talking about the enzymes involved in DNA replication. Replication is a essential process for the genetic material and single-stranded DNA molecule for the stabilization. After that, different enzymes are responsible for the continuation or for the synthesis of the new DNA strand. That's why a parental strand is converted to the two nascent DNA strand. Let's come to what are the enzymes which are involved in the DNA replication. There are so many enzymes and proteins which are responsible for the DNA replication, and these are some initiator protein. This is the protein, and a single strand binding protein. These are the protein, and the enzymes are like helicase, topoisomerase or guidase, primate, and DNA polymerase. In prokaryote, there are three main DNA polymerase: DNA polymerase 3, DNA polymerase 1, 2, that is 1, 2, 3, and in case of eukaryotic DNA DNA replication, the polymerase enzymes are more types rather than that of the prokaryote, and these are DNA polymerase which are responsible for the eukaryotic DNA replication, and these are mainly alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and epsilon. These are the main. Let's come to the function of the different proteins and enzymes which are involved in DNA replication. Its first one is the initiator protein and topoisomerase. The initiator protein, if we look at the term, that is initiator protein, and that's why the this protein responsible for the initiation, and that's why this protein recognize the origin of replication, that is from which the DNA replication is started from this region. And these initiator protein, mainly DNA protein, which recognize this region for the initiation of the DNA replication. And this DNA initiator protein, binds with the origin of replication and opens the duplex. Duplex, that means double stranded, at a specific site. If we look at the picture, the initiator protein bind to this initiator site or replication site, origin of replication, and then opens the DNA duplex, that is double stranded DNA. Let's come to the topoisomer. This one is the most interesting enzyme, which is also known as sweepless enzyme. And this enzyme, that is the topoisomerase, it's responsible for the relieves the torque, that is uncoiled the supercoiled DNA. Uncoiled the supercoiled DNA, because we know that the DNA is present in a supercoiled form, and that's why this enzyme responsible for the torque relieves. There are two different types of topoisomerase, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 enzyme or type 1 topoisomerase are responsible for the break of the just one strand. If we look at the picture, then this enzyme responsible for the release of the torque or breaks the only single strand, and to form a open structure, that is relieves the torque. Next come if the type 2, which break the both strand of the DNA. If we look at the picture, then this picture shows that the enzyme cuts the whole DNA, that is two DNA molecule, and release the torque. And this type 2 is also known as guidage enzyme. Next, helicase and SSBP. This helicase, this is the enzyme which is responsible for the unwinds of the double helix. That's why enzyme, this enzyme release or breaks the hydrogen bond in between the nucleotide bases, that is ATGC. AT, in between AT there are two hydrogen bonds, and in between the GC there are three hydrogen bonds. These helicates responsible for the break of in between the hydrogen bonds in between the nucleotide bases, and these can be takes place with the help of ATP molecule. So this figure, if we look at the picture, then this figure shows that the helicase breaks the hydrogen bond in between the nucleotide base. Next, the SSBP or single stranded binding protein, after the breakdown of hydrogen bond in between the nucleotide bases, then the DNA molecule becomes unstable. That's why to stabilize the single stranded DNA molecule, the single stranded binding protein or SSBP binds to the DNA and prevents it from forming duplex DNA or secondary structure. So this is very much important for the stability maintained. So this is the general structure where if we look at the topoisomerase relieves the torque, then the helicase breaks the hydrogen bond in between the nucleotide bases, and the single stranded binding protein binds with the single strand to stabilize the DNA molecule. Let's come to the primates. This is very important one. Primate is responsible for the synthesis of RNA primer. So there is a question, why RNA primer is required for the DNA replication? Because in DNA replication, the RNA primer initiate initiate the DNA synthesis, initiate the DNA synthesis. After that, the polymerizing enzyme increase the nascent or new DNA strand. In E. coli, DNA G function as the primates, but in eukaryote, DNA polymerase alpha provides this function. So primase is important for the DNA replication, and after that there are so many RNA polymerase. First of all, I talk about the RNA polymerase in prokaryotes. In prokaryotic organism, there are three RNA polymerase, DNA polymerase, DNA polymerase 1, 2, and 3. The DNA polymerase 1 is known as Kornberg enzyme because the Arthur Kornberg isolated this enzyme in 1957 from E. coli. That's why it is known as Kornberg enzyme. And the DNA polymerase 1 is very much responsible for the proofreading. Proofreading means if there is any mistake takes place during the polymerization in between the nucleotide bases, then the DNA polymerase 1 responsible for the proofreading. Other activities are also here: exonuclease activity, polymerase activity. Next, DNA polymerase 2. This is very important for the DNA repair. That is, if any mistake take place, any mishamper take place in the DNA synthesis, then DNA polymerase 2 responsible for the DNA repair. Next come to the DNA polymerase 3. This is the main enzyme, and this enzyme responsible for the synthesis or polymerization of the DNA, and this enzyme is a hollow enzyme which is also discovered by Thomas Kornberg and Emil Gupta in 1970. So this enzyme responsible for the synthesis of DNA about 15,000 bases per minute, and this figure shows the actual structure of DNA polymerase 3, as we told that the DNA polymerase 3 is a hollow enzyme. So this is very important. These three functions are very important for the prokaryote. Let's come to the DNA polymerase in eukaryote. In eukaryote, if we see that there are generally 5 DNA polymerase: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and epsilon. The function of the alpha, primer synthesis and repair. Function of the beta, repairing activity. Gamma, mitochondrial DNA replication activity. If we already know that mitochondria has special DNA. Delta, polymerase delta, responsible for the lagging strand synthesis and repair. Epsilon, lagging strand synthesis and gap filling. So these are the different DNA polymerase which is found in the eukaryotes, which are responsible for different activities. So it is also very important. Next come to the ligase. We know that this is also known as molecular glue, and this DNA ligase or sometimes also known as polynucleotide ligase, who is responsible for the formation of bond, phosphodiester bond in between the two nucleotides of a DNA strand. uh, because in DNA replication, some strand, that is lagging strand, in lagging strand some fragments of the DNA is synthesized. So to join these fragments, this ligase is very much important, and this is the how the DNA ligase perform activity of the DNA ligase. This one is the DNA strand, this one is the DNA strand, and then DNA ligase with help of ATP form a phosphodiester bond in between the two DNA fragment. So these are the enzymes which responsible for DNA replication and their different activities. And if you have any question about of this, you can post in the comment box. Thank you. Subscribe this channel and also comment on the comment box.